With all the bullish news in the past few days, with Grayscale winning a legal battle with the SEC, BlackRock getting into the space, Fidelity saying that they want to make a spot Bitcoin ETF, what does this mean for the price of Bitcoin? Hey guys, Villarreal here. I'm going to show you guys a few different charts, 5 to be exact, of where Bitcoin is going to be and what the current price of it is right now. If you want my future price prediction, it will be at the end of this video. First, please watch the whole video to understand why I get that assessment. The first chart I want to show you is the proof of work chart. If you guys don't know what proof of work is, it's essentially how much it costs for a miner to produce Bitcoin. And the floor price of what it costs for a miner to produce it is roughly sitting at $14,816, or represented by this red line. To understand this red line, I want to go back to previous bear markets, and the first one is 2015 to 2017. Now, you see, we touched this red line roughly about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. About 8 different times we touched this red line in the 2015 and 2017. So, the reason why I touched this red line is because people have a hard time, especially miners, trying to sell their Bitcoin during bear markets. Now, let's look into 2019 through 2021, roughly. We touched this line about 3 times. 1, 2, 3 times. Now, what does that mean? Why did we touch it 7 times during this time, but we only touched it 3 times during this time? Well, because Bitcoin's a little bit more popular. After the 2017, blow off top, a lot of people got more interested in Bitcoin. This is really bullish because that means that people are no longer selling their Bitcoin for the bare minimum. Now they're selling it at a 1.4 and a 2x multiplier. But that goes into our next chart of where I think Bitcoin is. And are we undervalued or are we overvalued? Now, if you look at the chart right now, we look down here, we can see we're in the red zone, essentially where we have the top. So in this red zone in 2022, we had our overvalued top. And where we had this in 2018 and 2019, we had our 2017 top. We touched right here from 2013 to 2014, we have our double tops. Now, if you guys know anything about Bitcoin, you have to accumulate it over time. Because if you accumulate it, that means you build on a bigger bag. And the bigger the bag is, the more profits you get at the end of the year whenever Bitcoin goes and does another blow off top. Now, I'm no cycle expert or no person that's going to theorize we go to a $10 billion Bitcoin, but I will say there is a lot of value here in the space. Now, we are in the green zones is where accumulation might be a benefit to you. So if you're to accumulate from 2015 to 2016 during this time, which is roughly $500 all the way down to $130, you would have been balling out buying Bitcoin. What about right here in 2019 to 2020? From $2,000 all the way up to $16,000, you'd be balling out in Bitcoin today. So what does this mean for right now, where we're sitting roughly from $16,000 all the way to about $30,000? I think this is probably the best time for you to be accumulating, and it's undervalued right now. It's so significantly undervalued. Not a lot of people or not a lot of money is going into the space right now because there's still a lot of speculation. Now, this goes into my third chart of where I think we're sitting at. If you look right here in 2022 in May, we have a lot of support right here. So we bounce off support, but then we get resistance here and later in August of 2022 in the same year. Now we fall all the way back down during the FTX crash, and we fall back in, and we go to hit our resistance, which is the same level of $26,100. Now, what's happening right here? We had it as support back in July. We're having it back again as support in August. And where I think this is going to take us, I think it'll summarize it in this next chart, the Bitcoin rainbow. And if you look right here, where we have the FTX crash, essentially we've been in this blue buyer sale zone for Bitcoin for the last 6 months or 8 months. We haven't been this low since the COVID crashed, and the same thing from the 2015 to the 2017 bear market. We have not been this low to accumulate Bitcoin. Now, where do I think this is going to take us? Now, you guys don't already know the Bitcoin halving is in April of 2024, which is indicated right here. But I think this is going to take us to new all-time highs, and I also think it's going to take us to a price where I don't even think most people can even quantify. I think we're going to be sitting around $150,000 to $200,000 a coin. And why do I think that? Because it just makes sense. It makes sense the amount of buying pressure. It just makes sense the scarcity. I still don't think people understand the scarcity of Bitcoin and why it's so rare. And I think we'll start to see the price of it appreciate within the next 8 months before the Bitcoin halving. Well, thank you guys so much for watching the video. That is about the end of it, and that's where I think we're going to go. If you guys don't, feel free, go down and subscribe, like, comment, share this with somebody that you think will benefit from this. And if you guys want to, I have some trading links down in the description down below. Go down to any exchange that I have down there. It always changes. There's trading bonuses, deposit bonuses. So I'll see you guys next time.